Welcome, beloved. Welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. And welcome to the first day of the best of your life. I am Mystarius Miraculi, and I'm here to offer some insight this day. Today happens to be March the 18th. And just a couple days ago, on the 16th of March, there was the final square between Uranus and Pluto. And then on Friday, just a couple days away, on the 20th of March, we will be experiencing a new moon, solar eclipse, as well as spring equinox. So we are standing on the threshold of a tremendous amount of power. The Uranus-Pluto square has been going on since June of 2012, so it's a frequency that we've been dealing with for a while. And on the 16th of March, there was the final square between these two planetary bodies. So just a little bit as to what they represent for us, both on a personal and a planetary level. You know, Pluto is in the sign of Capricorn, Uranus in the sign of Aries. Pluto represents universal valuables, all of the valuables that are, were, or ever will be, all of the assets that are. You know, whereas opposite Pluto is the sign Venus, which relates to personal assets, you know, personal valuables. But the Plutonian energy, or the Pluto, represents all of the valuables and all of the values. So it's a very powerful universal frequency. It also represents death, regeneration, and transformation. So when it comes to the universal values and the universal valuables, all of that is filtering through a personal matrix because the planet Uranus is in the sign of Aries, which is the sign of personal expressions. You know, the individualized self-identification. So that's universal values being filtered through the individual identification for the purpose of the individual, being you or me or any one of us, then being able to bring about the manifestation of our portion of the universal valuables. There's also elements of challenge associated with that, because there are certain ways in which aspects of the individual selfhood has to die. You know, it's a time of looking at what is it in our individual expression that isn't serving. You know, what's working against us, what needs to be released and let go of. Also, embracing the cosmic consciousness, in that Pluto also represents the frequency of ascension. It's the frequency of alchemy. It's the frequency of transforming base metals into gold. Uranus has to do with the epiphanies that we might have, you know, the flashes of awareness. Sometimes we are shocked into wakefulness. Uranus is a very electric kind of an energy. So there's a powerful awakening process that is taking place, especially with us being at the culmination of this energy, even though the energy itself is still going to be going on pretty strong for maybe another 9 months, maybe even a year, but the final square has happened. So the energy begins to recede in intensity, from the point of the 16th of March. It's really important that we bring a very positive attitude to this experience. Like when it comes to any of the astrological transits and placements, we are never meant to be afraid of these energies. They are meant to provide us with insight as to how we can manifest an even more glorious experience in our individual life expression. There's resurrection associated with Pluto, so it's about resurrecting the energies of that divine beingness that exists within all of us that we may have lost touch with, and so now it's time for that energy to come into a resurrection of current expression once again. And certainly universal values, and the recognition that anything that relates to the realm of valuables or the things of life have to begin as values, which is intangible. And the primary difference between valuables and values is that values resonate with the rhythm of eternity, and valuables resonate with the rhythm of time, because valuables are things, and things do have an expiration date. So we want to harness all of this energy in a good way. The energy of the 20th of March is really powerful. It's an extremely powerful solar eclipse. An eclipse, being a blocking out of the light, we have to face certain shadows, when we look at the eclipse. But all shadows have their origin within the light. Just like pain is an angel in distress. And we can take any disadvantage within life or any challenging situation and turn it into something wonderful. Both the Plutonian energies as well as the eclipse energies is also very much likened to the caterpillar butterfly experience. The caterpillar creates a cocoon and then emerges from the cocoon a butterfly and able to take flight. And we are meant to emerge from the cocoon of our human blockages, into the butterfly flight of that more exalted something that we all are. This solar eclipse is in the sign of Pisces. Pisces is the 12th sign of the zodiac, and therefore it really represents the elder sign, being the final one. And it is a jumping point for jumping into the resonance of the ascension. Because when one completes at the sign of Pisces, there can be either a moving into the higher dimensions or a beginning of the wheel all over again, starting with the beginning sign of Aries. However, there is the availability of ascension frequency through Pisces. Pisces ruled by Neptune, and that represents the omnipresence. And so this solar eclipse is giving us the opportunity to look at the omnipresence, that which is evenly present everywhere, that which is related to the universal expand or the eternal expand of life, the eternal expansion of life and the universe. And so it's an energy that will cause us to begin to look within and to have a deeper resonance with the spiritual dimension of who we are. The spring equinox, that represents a day when the days and the nights are of equal length, and so the equinox represents balance. B-A-L-A-N-C-E, be all and see. And also moving into the energy of spring, the equinox is also a portal of new birth. And so it's a time for us to bring about new birth. And the Plutonian energy, with Uranus, freedom through the portal of the shadows. It's time for big awakening. And it's time for new beginnings. And so bring the most positive energy that you possibly can to this completion of the Pluto-Uranus square, and also the entry into this new moon solar eclipse. All of this energy taking place so close together means that this particular week is very concentrated in its power. It's extremely, extremely powerful. And so I'm going to offer a few more vocal harmonics with the intention to balance this energy to a greater extent. Bless your heart and bless your soul, beloved. And always remember that you are the stuff that eternity is made of. And no matter what the difficulties are in your life, they will never outlast you, because difficulties are of the resonance of time, and you are of the resonance of eternity. And time will never run out on you, because time can never run out on eternity. So remember who you are. Remember where you're from. Remember what you're for. And remember where you are destined. Remember that you are divine. What was lost you have now found. Remember and walk on wings, riding the bliss ascension brings. Danusi Driamu Awaku. Dance the dream awake. I am Astarius Miraculi. My website is astarius.com. ASTARIUS.com. I have a wonderful gift over there for you, a digital download. Go over and claim it. Also, you'll have the option for many of my CDs and books, and just have a wonderful journey via my website. I'm also a psychic astrologer and practicing Reiki, as well as doing sound healings with didgeridoo and vocal harmonics. If you have an interest in a private session, I'm located in the Los Angeles, California area, USA. I also, however, do readings by phone or by Skype. as well as in person. You can find a number by which to reach me on my website if you're interested in a personal session. Once again, the site is astarius.com, astarius.com. Aho, Ashe, Amen, Namaste, Hotep, In Lakesh, Alakin, Shalom, Satnam, and Hari Om.